Hi everyone, this is 𝘃𝗶𝗪 and I'm here with you today with a fresh new video, and I'm really happy to announce that my personal branding website is ready and it's live today, and you can visit www.vitthal_𝗪𝗶.com and just go and see the website. Also do register for my upcoming webinar where there are links on the website where you can register with your name and email address. Now, apart from that announcement, this particular video is my episode number 1 of Move with Vitthal series. So I'm starting this video series from today where I'm going to answer all your questions on this particular video every week, wherein I'm going to collect the questions throughout the week and answer those questions on the coming week. So these questions are basically related to your personal challenges, whether it is related to your career or personal life, relationships, anything which has to do with your lifestyle. Please feel free to ask me those questions where you think that as a life coach or as an NLP practitioner or as a digital lifestyle expert, if I can address these questions can be related to digitalization or anything related to that, or anything where you feel that you want to ask me something which I am doing and you are seeing me on these videos. So please feel free to drop those questions on this video post, or you can also write to me on my email address, which is connect@vitthal_𝗪𝗶.com. So this is my personal email address wherein you can drop these questions. So I will answer these questions whatever I could collect in that week, and I will try to answer most of those questions in the coming forward week. So we have certain questions which we have collected in the survey which I have run over past more than 1 month, where I had asked one question, that what is that one challenge you find most important when you think of launching your own brand or yourself on your entrepreneurship ideas. So I got lots of response, and out of that I'm taking few questions today in this video, and I'll also address rest of the questions in my coming videos as well. So looking forward for lots of questions and your response to see that yes, you are encouraging and you are happy that I'm answering these questions as well. So let's start. I'll ask 𝘆𝚻 to address this question so that I can answer one by one. So 𝘆𝚻, if you are there, I think you are ready. So can we take first question?
Vitthal, we have first question from Prashant, and he says that he finds it difficult to entering into the competitive market and finances. What can be done?
Before I start answering these questions, let me emphasize saying that all these answers are basically impromptu answers, and I'm not basically practicing anything that how do I answer these questions. This is live recorded video where I'm actually using my expertise of different techniques of life coaching and NLP and my 22 plus years of corporate experience. With that, I'm just sharing my experience to answer these questions, how I have actually would have handled these challenges in my life, because I come from the same background and I have faced same challenges and same questions I have also gone through in my mind as well. And how did I handle these? That's what actually I'm answering while taking up these questions in these videos. Yes, Prashant. Now answer to your question is competitiveness or competitive world where how do I enter. Basically, Prashant, if we really look at the competitiveness in today's world, it's everywhere, absolutely. Even if you look at starting from your primary school, high school, whole education system, and after finishing the education, once you start your career, even in a job, there is a competition. So similarly, I know that you come from a background of entrepreneurship. There are challenges, but how do we really look at those challenges, or how do we look at this competitiveness? I feel we really need to embrace this competitiveness, because this actually emphasizes us to bring out the best within us. So understand, my simple mantra to this is embrace the competitiveness, because this is really gives us chance to bring out the best within us, explore and do something best. That's what is possible in this competitive world. So I feel if there is a competitiveness, it's really good. It's really good in that particular subject, so that we can really deep dive and bring out the best within that subject, and we can also do something best. And while doing the best, we will make sure that we get the best out of this world. So that's what I can say, Prashant, that embrace this competitiveness and look for the best what you can give and explore it. That's it. Hope I am able to answer this question, Prashant. And if you want, all of you, after answering this question, even if you feel that you want to connect back with me and explore something more, please feel free to drop me an email and I'll get to you. So Lucy, let's go to second question.
Vitthal, we have second question from Akhilesh, and he says that I rarely implement and later forget. How can it improve?
Yes, Akhilesh. This is exactly the student syndrome, procrastination. So if we go back to our college life, and if we remember, I exactly relate with an exam and the preparation. So when there are exams, we start preparing it 4 days before. And that's what happened, that used to happen in education. And similarly, if somebody is in a job, he does it because there is a deadline and there is a boss behind, that's a simple reason. Now similarly, if someone comes from an entrepreneurship background, or if there is no deadline, or there is no challenge, or there is no result associated with an activity, you tend to forget it. You just tend to miss to implement it and just forget it afterwards. What I can say here, Akhilesh, is why don't you attempt to attach a result or a deadline to that particular activity which you feel that you tend to forget. So what you can do is, you can always keep a deadline to anything when you want to focus and complete it, and along with the deadline, attach some celebrating moment or some result which you will celebrate for that. Just like an exam which has got a result and which you always celebrate by going to the next level. Similarly, if you feel that certain activities are important in your life, give first a deadline and then give a result, or basically a goal. If you achieve that goal with that result, then you will able to celebrate that moment. So if you have some goals and deadlines where you can celebrate that moment, then you will surely will not forget to implement that and enjoy that achievement. That's what I feel, and that's what even I have done in my life. Whenever I feel that this is something very important in my life and I really have to do it. That's what, Akhilesh, I feel. Let's go to next question, Lucy.
Third question is from Syed, and he says that lack of money to invest. What he can do to improve?
Now, Syed, your question is lack of money to invest, right? Now, I have another question to you. Do you feel that at present moment you have lack of money to invest, or you feel that the time is more important than money, which you are actually investing in something else maybe? So understand what I'm trying to tell here is, in our life, more than money, time and our focus is primarily very important than money. And most of the time actually we don't understand this, because see, understand, once time has gone, we cannot earn back. It's a really serious concern. Once the time goes, we can't earn back. But money, if you lose money in any investment, you can always earn back money. But time once gone, your age once gone, you cannot bring it back. So you need to rationalize in your life that at this particular moment, is the money takes over the time, or do you feel that time is really important than money? So if that is the case, then look at the solution what you have. If you feel that this solution can really multiply my money, because your challenge itself shows that you are in need of money, do you have any other solution to multiply that money? Or do you feel that what you are doing at this moment can really multiply your money? You really need to introspect and rationalize into this particular aspect. And if you really get a solution where you feel that you can take a risk of investing money and putting your time, you can actually multiply your money, then you can just go ahead and do that. So my answer to this question is, look at the time versus money. Do you feel that time is important than money, or money is important than time? And if you have that solution which can really, by taking that risk, can really multiply your money, then just go ahead and invest your time and just learn and implement that, so that you can really earn back that money. That's it. Thank you so much, Syed, for your dropping of this question. Let's take up next question, Lucy.
Fourth question is from Avinash. He says that fear of failure, lack of self-confidence, overcoming inertia, or need to venture into business. What you suggest, Vitthal?
Yes, Avinash. So you have basically two questions here. First is fear, and second is self-confidence. Now, fear is basically false evidence appears real. So it's a false evidence appears real. Till the time you jump in, you cannot assess that how strongly you can handle it. So any example if you take in your life, even if I talk about my examples in my life, it's about swimming, cycling, or driving. You know very well that how much you were fearful before attempting to those activities. So similarly, if you really feel that this is what something important in your life and you need to do it, you just need to jump in. You just need to take an calculative, or you just need to rationalize that yes, I have certain backup, or I have certain confidence that yes, I can do this, and I have certain subjects to talk about or to deliver about it, or I can really add value to society by doing this. Then I don't think there should be second thought to it that you need to be really fearful about attempting it, because unless and until you attempt it, you will not able to sure about it that how strongly you can handle it. That's about fear. Now self-confidence is again similarly like cycling, swimming, or driving. That confidence was not there unless and until you start doing it. Similarly, if you really want to do something, you really need to start doing it, and then eventually you will evolve as a better person in that particular activity. Now just for an example, I am asking you that you can just introspect and think over this, that today whatever you are doing in your career, just imagine your version 10 years back and ask yourself that if 10 years back you would have been asked this question, that you will have to do this what you are doing today after 10 years, do you think that you would have done this? I'm just putting forward one question, because I'm sure that you would have not imagined yourself that what you are doing today is that really possible for you? So similarly, if you really want to jump in and do something which is really important in life, just jump in and do it. With a yes, of course, there are certain things which you need to make sure that they are there, and just start doing it. That's it, Avinash. Let's take a next question, Lucy.
Fifth question is from Chandresh. And he says that, want to be full-time trainer. Vitthal, I think you know the position.
Yes, Lucy, I'm aware of it. First of all, thank you so much, Chandra sir, for taking up this survey and dropping that question. And I know that you're there already as a career coach, and you're doing really great. And I'm so glad that you are helping out so many people out there in the society in their career. And I'm sure that it's a long way to go ahead, and you'll definitely do wonders in this particular role as well. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to see you soon. Let's take up next question, Lucy.
Sixth question is from Sanjay. He says, I have this challenge to be sure that I am ready to jump in, or should I take some more time to prepare myself first before the big move? What you say, Vitthal?
Yes, Sanjay. I very well understand what's going on in your mind when you start thinking of jumping in and starting off something of yours, your own. So I always remember one thing, Sanjay, that version 1 is always better than version none. That means that don't be perfectionist. It's very important that you start doing and implementing on your ideas. It can be version 1, and then later on you can always improve on version 1, 2, 3, you can improve upon. But most important is launching it and starting it. So if you have enough monetary backup, if you have that confidence, you have that subject where you feel that you can really explore and add value to society, I think that's the point where you need to start. Hope I have answered you, Sanjay. Let's take next question, Lucy.
Seventh and last question for the week is from Deepak. And he says, mindset of losing investment. How can be improved?
I think most of these questions are similar questions. Now, Deepak, you're thinking of mindset of losing investment. So now my answer to this question is again, do you really need to think that are you really losing money, or are you really losing your time and focus? Because if you are investing your time and focus today for someone else's dream, though you have that money with you, wherein you can really invest that money and start working on your own ideas and create your own brand, wherein you can really feel that you can really add value to the society. So if you have that backup, and still if you are really investing your time and focus, which is really important, Deepak, you really need to think that, do you really give importance to time or money? And if you really feel that time is important, and which is really important than money, and you have that enough backup of money, then just dive in and start. That's what I can tell. This was the last question, which brings us to the end of this episode. And I'm really looking forward for more of such questions, to answer them in the next episode as well. So I invite you all to drop in your question to this video post, or you can always feel free to write me at connect@vithalmane.com, where we'll collect those questions and answer those questions in my next episode. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and do invest your time into creating something for yourself and your family, which can really create a legacy for the generations to come. Thank you so much, and see you again next week.